Hello and welcome to the Small One's second episode now. And we are here to interview small creators just like myself to hear about their stories, their journeys, and just get to know them a little bit. And I'm super happy to greet our next guest today, SolaciAlien.
I'm SolaciAlien.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I stream on Twitch, mostly games, but also art. Last weekend I even did a violin stream, even though I'm not a good violinist. So
Oh, really?
It was just for fun. Yep.
That is so cool. Are you planning on doing one of those again?
Not very soon, at least. Maybe when I have improved a bit.
And you say you're an artist. I would like to point that out. I think I know it, but you may now confirm or deny my knowledge of you. Your model that you use for VTubing, you made that yourself, right?
Yes, and I have made all my models that I have used myself, and I have used quite many of them, and I have many of them planned still and in progress.
Amazing.
There will be many more.
I have, before we started, I have gushed about your little owl friend. Would you like to introduce them as well?
This is Neila. Neila is my familiar.
That's amazing. I'm really impressed. You're definitely an inspiration to me on that. I really love what you make. It's fantastic.
That's great because that's one of the reasons I wanted to start doing these things, to inspire others to do these things.
Tell us, what is the story behind your username?
Well, when I was thinking of a name, I thought, I need to have something that represents my pretty calm nature and such. I picked SolaciAlienum
Okay.
and then shortened it to SolaciAlien. And thought, alien theme is pretty good, so...
Would you like to tell us also what SolaciAlienum means?
Yeah, it's, well, like strange, solace.
Ah, all right.
So very calm.
Yeah. No, that's very fitting. I like that. Tell us a little bit about what do you create?
I create a lot of art. I do those streams. And then, well, these Vtuber models.
Yes.
And I have been considering making like videos seriously for YouTube, but I have so many ideas and I haven't been able to choose yet what to start with.
I don't think you currently take commissions, right?
Yeah, I don't take commissions because I'm Finnish and I'm on unemployment benefit. And Finnish unemployment benefit is like, currently it's like you can't make any money or you will lose a lot of those benefits.
Okay, gotcha. How large is your community at the moment?
It's quite small. Like on Twitch I have, I think, almost 80 followers at the moment. And well, it's small, but all of the people are nice.
Yes. I can confirm this. We do have some overlap in communities, and I know a bunch of people who are more exclusive to you, and I have not yet met anyone I didn't quite like. So it's a cozy place for sure. What do you love most about your community?
Well, they are nice people, and they are super supportive too. Like for the violin stream. It was a community challenge, actually.
Oh, very good.
To do that. All the people that showed up were like... Well, since I must emphasize this, I'm not a good violinist. I have played like 3 years and practiced it all by myself, so it's not quality music.
Okay.
But people showed up and they were like, yeah, nice, go on.
Awesome.
More.
You touched on it a little bit before, but what are your current projects or some of your current projects?
Current projects? There are so many. Well, you could say that playing through Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is one.
Yeah.
In the way, because I'm publishing all the VODs on YouTube too. and making cover art for those thumbnails, and one VTuber model that is a true form for me.
Oh,
which
okay.
Is, it has a lot of tentacles.
What's your favorite thing you've done so far?
One thing I really liked was streaming all of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Even though that wasn't popular with people at all, because it's not a very flashy or interesting game if you are not like focused on it.
Yeah.
So I managed to go through all that game, and it was really long, and the game was really nice. It was really good to do that while streaming, because that paced me very well. So I didn't just like dive into it and then come out after a couple of months, but I leisurely played through it.
Yeah. I remember, I haven't seen all of it, but I remember coming in week after week and being in your chat and saying, "You're still playing this? You're still not done? What is happening?"
My playtime says that it's 306 hours.
Almost all on stream.
Yep.
That's amazing. That's dedication. That's what you get when you follow Solaci. Links down in the description. Absolutely, please go check them out. If your work was a person, how would you describe them?
That's a very difficult question. It's the kind of person who just is there and does whatever they please.
When did you start your journey?
That must have been a couple of years ago.
Who or what inspired you to start?
It must have been VTubers, because I just thought when I saw them, wait, that's so cool. That's amazing. I want to learn to do that. I also want to try to stream too and make content like that. That would be so cool.
Well, we kind of touched on it before. What do you do for a living?
Well, when I'm not unemployed, I'm a software engineer.
What languages do you code?
Python and Rust and C and, well, whatever I need to, practically.
If you're also looking for a programmer, let us know. Do you have any pets or kids? And yes, that's the same category for me.
No, I don't have any. I like animals very much, though.
All right. Are you looking to have pets at some point or kids at some point?
Well, I might consider a cat maybe in sometime in the far future.
Do you have a pet peeve?
Bread.
Bread?
Yes. Bread in many languages means slightly different things. In Finnish, bread is just only the savory thing, like leipä, which is the straight translation.
Yeah.
It's only the savory thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there are also some kind of somewhat sweet breads, but like in English it means the same as like Finnish pulla and everything. So
Okay, gotcha. That's so cool. I never heard that, and I don't think I will ever hear it again from anyone else. This is unique. Do you have any guilty pleasures that some might find cringe?
Being a VTuber is kind of cringe.
Fair enough.
But do you know those villainous isekai mangas and such? For some reason, I really like those.
What's your favorite way to unwind?
How about that guilty pleasure? Well, that's one. I think I have multiple ways, like gaming, reading, drawing. Those are all really nice. Also, walking is pretty nice when there are no people around.
I also completely agree on you on this with you, 100%. Do people in your real life know about your work?
No, only I have 2 people who I know that know about. There are just 2 people, but there might be a third one, because one of those 2 people is my brother, and he has a partner.
Oh, okay.
Who he might have told.
Has anyone recognized you in real life yet?
No. No. Because I'm not showing my blue face anywhere.
All of the people that do know about it, are they supportive of your work?
Yeah, like in spirit. Like they don't ever watch my streams or anything.
Okay.
Except I think my brother has checked out my stream once, but otherwise no.
How can people best support your work if they want to?
I guess just by being there, saying that good work, and that's because, well, I'm not currently trying to make money out of this. Currently.
Yes.
In the future, maybe.
How do you fit being a creator into your daily life?
By scheduling. Like, I have scheduled my streams pretty... Like,
Yeah.
I have two times I always stream, if I can. Then the other times I stream are also kind of dedicated, but they are not like... I don't plan them beforehand, because it can get kind of tedious and feel like work. I'm not getting paid for this or anything, so I just do it for my enjoyment and maybe for the future.
Yes. No, I like that. Important question. Is it okay to break spaghetti into pieces before cooking them?
You shouldn't ask me this. I'm not an authority on food. I kind of think that you shouldn't do that, but also I don't care enough to make it illegal.
Alright, very good. The spaghetti breaking faction hears your discomfort and disdain for them. If you could collaborate with anyone, who would it be?
You.
What?
You.
Wow. Oh, that's so nice. I mean, we're kind of collaborating right now, aren't we?
Yes.
Awesome.
But like, if I was thinking strategically, I should maybe want to collab with some big artist, YouTuber or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would really want to do that, at least at this point, because I'm a very anxious person.
Yeah.
Socially.
Then I'm all the more honored that you would feel comfortable collaborating with me.
I'm still nervous, but yeah, I wanted to collaborate with you because you're nice.
Oh, thank you. You're very nice as well. I appreciate that. And let's figure something out. I didn't expect that, really. That's so sweet. Thanks. That'll be a plus for the rest of my week. I can tell you that. If you had an unlimited budget and time, what project would you attempt?
If I had an unlimited budget, I would get the pro version of Live 2D. I don't know, I'm kind of doing what I want to do with my not so unlimited time, but it's still like, since I'm currently unemployed, I have the time to do all the things I want to, except, well, looking for those jobs. But for more interesting extra projects, I would need people resources rather than budget and time.
Okay,
But
here's a little tip. Here's a little tip, right? If you have an unlimited budget, you can pay an unlimited amount of people.
Yes, but you need to find those people still.
With money. That's how you usually get them.
Yeah, but you will have to talk to those people or give them orders and tell them what to do, and
Okay.
you will have to interact with those people still.
You could just hire one project manager who does all that for you, and you just talk to that one guy or gal.
But then I would have to find a project manager. Where are those?
I mean, I'm pretty good at it. If you ever get your unlimited budget, let me know. I'll be your link to the people.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
What's an unexpected skill you have picked up?
Making music on PC is one of those skills that I never thought about before I started learning it, because I was like, damn those copyrights. I should make my own music.
That's definitely a very cool skill. What's your current short-term goal?
What is short term?
let's say for the rest of the year.
Find a job, but I'm not I'm not actually sure if I really want to do that during this year. Oh, there is one. Uploading those Pathfinder Kingmaker streams on YouTube.
What makes you feel successful as a creator?
It's of course when the audience is satisfied. When I manage to finish anything I set my mind to, then I feel successful, even if people will love or anything.
Lovely. I can relate to that. What milestones on your journey so far have meant a lot to you?
Well, making Twitch affiliate, that was great. And you helped a lot, among others. When I reached 30 followers on Twitch, that was really, I felt like people are finally seeing me, even though it's like a super low number, but that's 30 people who have pressed the heart button on on Twitch.
Break it down, right? 30 people is probably your average way too full classroom.
Yeah.
So a whole classroom of people decided, that's cool. So how do you celebrate small and big wins?
I'm really bad at celebrating things. Really.
How can you be bad at celebrating a thing?
Because when I accomplish something, I'm just like, now it's done. Well,
you're basically, your celebration is the equivalent of someone just sending K in chat.
yeah. I try to make like special streams and things like that for them. Like for my 30 followers, I made an art raffle.
Ooh, nice.
But that was a while ago.
What would having made it mean to you as a creator?
If you can earn like enough money to consider it a part-time job, I think that would be, as a creator, be having made it. That's already like super amazing in my opinion. Yeah,
that's also a very good perspective, honestly. Getting to that point is already a lot of work. So that would be a lovely payoff. How do you think you'd handle blowing up overnight and just making it big? Because one of your things just...
That's something I should try to capitalize in some way. But...
It's just, again, the K, but this time K $sign.
Yeah. If that happened, I would have to take a little break and strategize, I think.
Do you have a specific way to brainstorm your ideas?
Nope, not a specific way. I just get ideas. I have so many ideas I haven't used. They just gather up.
Awesome.
And I should write more of them down.
With all the many ideas you have, how do you decide which of these become reality?
Well, currently, because I have so much free time, I just go with whatever I feel like. I guess one thing starts inspiring me and then I just go with it until I'm done.
Do you script and prepare your work, or do you just wing it?
Wing it most of the time.
That came fast.
I have sometimes made some lists of things like what I could talk about, and that's for stuff like art streams, because those are a bit different from gaming streams and like chatting and so on. Like if you game, there are always things that come up and you can talk about those things.
True.
But if you are doing art, then unless you have people coming and talking about things, you have to come up with the things yourself.
That's very true. Art streams can be quiet streams. It can happen.
Yeah.
What's a small thing that annoys you at the moment with your own process?
I should vacuum my PC.
What's the biggest hurdle you usually face when being creative?
Getting things done. That's the worst. And also people. People are not the worst, but people are difficult. Because I'm super introverted person.
Yeah.
Really. And like talking as much as I do on streams and such, That's not very natural to me.
I'm very introverted as well. The streaming situation is a little bit different because there's such a distance. Do you feel that's different as well than it would be with people like directly interfacing with you?
It is a bit different, but it's still people. It's very exhausting for me, to be honest. It requires so much concentration
And how do you overcome that hurdle?
by getting enough rest, I think.
What's something you had to learn the hard way?
Instagram sucks. Like when I started streaming, I also made up an Instagram account
Yeah.
because of my art stuff, and I didn't know where to put them. Instagram was just such a soulless place. Like, get any kind of interaction there or anything.
Yeah.
And also, it's otherwise very suspicious place, full of bots and those creepy billionaires.
Bots and creepy billionaires. Two kinds of people on Instagram.
Yeah.
What's something you wish more people knew about being a small creator specifically?
It is all about people in a way. Like, your community is much closer to you than I imagine it would be if you were a very big creator. You have to hope that your people you pick up are nice people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will suck.
If you started again, what would you do different?
I wouldn't make that Instagram account. It's really useless. And not even fun.
Well, I find it very funny right now. I'm sorry that you had to pay for my enjoyment of this.
I'm glad it brought some joy at least.
It wasn't all for naught. There was something in there for someone. What's something you need to improve on, and what's your plan on how to do that?
YouTube videos. I currently make some clips out of those, which is a way to improve like visibility of those things and myself, but there's so much I could do, but I haven't done to make those better. I will have to find a nice process for doing that.
And that's your plan? Find a good process and...
Yeah, like I'm working on moving to doing YouTube videos too.
Okay.
So that's something.
Yeah, that's very cool. I bet they're going to be great. And then once you figure that out, just like with the art, I can just leech your knowledge that you pay for with your hard-earned time.
Of course, and you can laugh at my failures too.
No, I wouldn't.
Like the Instagram.
Okay, well, yeah, I wouldn't. Fair enough. Have you ever struggled with burnout?
Well, not with my creative things.
Well, I'm glad it hasn't happened on your creative journey yet. That's good.
Yeah. My creative things have been kind of the opposite of that and helped with that a lot.
Wonderful. Do you have any traditions or memes on your channel that you love?
Do I? Like, my community is so small, there isn't enough space to have a lot of those yet.
Okay. So, me trying to get emojis caught on your horns hasn't become a meme yet?
Nope.
What's one moment with your community that stands out to you?
Well, because I did that violin stream so recently, I think that's it. It was a community challenge.
Yeah.
I put it out like over a month ago.
Yeah, but that sounds like one of those moments you're going to remember for a while.
Yeah.
Have you been surprised by fan art, messages, or actions by your community?
I'm still always surprised when people show up. Happily surprised, of course, but still surprised.
It's every single time someone starts chatting, it's a little bit of a relief. I'm not back to the 0 people streams. What's the nicest thing anyone has said about your content?
People say a lot of nice things about my content. To be honest.
That's a good problem to have. If there's just so many nice things that you can't quite choose, what's the best one? I like that.
Me too.
Have you made any friends through your journey?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Good.
Do you count?
I would count myself. If you see me as your friend, I would definitely see myself as your friend as well.
Yes, we are friends.
Very good. We're making it official. I assume you would also count Serefiina under there?
Yeah. And there are others too.
Is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to?
Hey, you mentioned Serefiina.
I did. Well,
She's a good one to shout out.
100% agree. There's a fellow VTuber of yours. The link will also be down in the description and probably right on screen somewhere here. I don't know quite where. Up, down. It will be here. You will see it. So please go check out Serefiina as well. What's your best piece of advice for fellow creators?
I would like to say, don't be afraid. It won't be that bad. Just do it.
Yes, just
push out whatever you want to make. Maybe some people like it.
Yeah.
Even if they don't, it's not that bad.
Correct and true. What are some must-have tools or hardware to do what you do?
I have a VTube studio set up. So I need VTube Studio or some other program for tracking and using the rigged model.
Yeah.
Also, you need a rigged model for doing VTubing. And, well, other musts. Camera, microphone, OBS Studio, or something similar. And one must is at least 2 monitors.
At least someone has, yeah.
It would be such a pain to do this with just one.
Oh, absolutely. I don't even know if you could really actually properly do it with one. I think 2 is the minimum. What keeps you going and having fun with it?
Isn't that kind of a circular question? Like,
you caught on to that, have you?
Having fun is what keeps me going.
Do I have to rephrase this question? What makes this fun for you?
I like pretending. I like kind of acting.
Yeah.
And so that's like, my streams.
I do.
Where I often also do like some voices and such.
Yes.
That's like super fun to me. And also I have my model, which is also another persona for me, kind of. Well, of course I'm just myself behind this, but it's still kind of acting.
Are you? You can say anything. We wouldn't know.
That is true.
Is there any type of content you'd hope to break into?
YouTube videos that are not just words. That definitely.
So more of a editing style and storytelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I have a lot of those ideas for those videos.
Good.
Like some like educational, possibly, like maths or possibly some coding.
Yeah.
And like how to do things and explaining some concepts and things that I want everyone to know. Try to make the explanation like very, very simple and concise, and also with animation.
What do you hope will change in your niche?
I wish Live 2D had better competitors. There is this one competitor kind of that's not like subscription based that I looked into a while ago. Well, first of all, I couldn't make it work on my PC while it was in progress. Well, working myself. So coding outside of work.
Yeah.
It didn't sound attractive at all. Someone in your community actually mentioned that one little, it's Vtuber kit. That's what it was called.
Yeah. Oh, I have that link still in my bookmarks.
Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, you should try it. But
I should. Have you some motivational words for the world right now?
Life continues.
A message from you today to you in the future?
Please don't be disappointed in me right now.
No. Don't you dare, future Solaci. Present Solaci is doing all that they can, alright? Do you prefer sparkling water still?
Still.
Understandable. It's the better option.
Oh, you agree? But aren't you German?
Yes, I am. But I've switched from buying bottled water pretty much 20 years ago or something, because our tap water is perfect. Like, it's cheap, it's good, it's the right option. What's a question you want to answer but nobody has asked you yet?
Do you like dogs? Yes, I like dogs.
No one has asked you if you like dogs? Or just not me?
Yeah. Nobody has asked. But
what?
To be honest, I think it's probably because it's pretty clear that I like dogs, so nobody needs to ask that.
How is that clear?
Oh well, if
Oh.
there's a dog, I'm like, dog.
Okay, I like that. That's lovely. Why did you agree to do this interview?
Because you asked, and
Yes.
it was you.
That makes sense. Rate this interview from 1 to strawberry.
10 strawberries. At least 10 strawberries.
At least 10. Damn.
Yeah.
That's a high strawberry score.
Why do you only 1 strawberry? That scale needs more strawberries.
Who should I interview next?
Try to get Serefiina. I think she has mentioned that she's a bit nervous about making videos. She's fine with streaming, but I think she could feel comfortable doing this kind.
I think so
But
too.
who knows?
I mean, she's very chatty, so
Yeah, she's awesome.
yeah, very good. That's a good suggestion. I will be doing that, and I will be telling her that you sent me. Would you like to ask me a question?
Where are my thoughts? Where are my questions?
Sadly, I do not know the answer to that.
That's not the question.
Wait, do you have a list of questions you want to ask me?
I don't have an actual list, but I'm sure I want to ask you a great many questions.
Okay.
How many games are you DMing?
At the moment, I am DMing 2 Dungeons and Dragons 5e campaigns. One on Wednesdays and one on Sundays, all with people I know from real life or who know each other from real life and kind of got pulled in like that.
How do you make time to keep up with those campaigns?
Well, obviously we don't play absolutely every week. The sessions are fairly short. They're like 2.5 hours instead of 3 or 5 or 6 or something. So the prep time is fairly minimal because, usually like one combat encounter is a whole session basically, or one social encounter. So the campaigns stretch a little bit. So this was the interview with Solaci. I thank you again so much for agreeing to do this with me. It was lovely. I learned a lot and I had a really, really good time. Thank you for spending your time with me in such a way.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And I hope maybe in some time in the future we can do another one and see maybe if things have changed a little bit and there are new answers and new perspectives, because this was very, very insightful. And for all of those of you who are watching this and you do not know Solaci yet, please go check out their links. They're all down in the description. Leave a follow, leave a like, watch a stream, be nice, and have a very, very good time. Thank you all so much for watching, and we hope to see you on the next one.
Yeah, watch all the interviews, please. There will be great interviews, I'm sure.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. I appreciate that. All right. Bye, everyone.